Courtney and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are finally talking about the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Foundation, and I have the powder here. I've actually had this stuff for a while. I've been trying it out for a while, but I've had so many foundations that are lined up and I have them in a certain order. But that being said, if you guys are interested in the foundation and the powder, please continue to watch. Alright, so this is what it looks like. I'm sure you guys have seen it by now. It is $38 and you get your average 1 ounce. It comes in 50 shades. I have the shade 370 Warm, which this is the color that I'm going to wear today. But I also picked up the color 430 Warm as well. I'm gonna leave a picture somewhere on the screen or a video like that's a full face using 430 Warm so you guys can see the difference. Honestly, to me, I feel like the 430 is just slightly darker. Both of these foundation colors are workable. Personally, I think the 370 has more of the undertone that my skin likes, whereas the 430 to me, even though it is slightly deeper just by a hair, I do feel like sometimes it comes off a little bit more pink, like just a hint of like pink or peach or something else is in it that it doesn't quite make me 100% happy, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna put 2 full pumps in my hand. I'm gonna go in with the brush on this side. This is with foundation, just 1 light layer. And this is without. So moving on, I'm gonna go in with my Real Technique sponge on the other side. I do like the sponge side better. One, because I do feel like it has a little bit more luminosity, and I feel like it does have a little bit more coverage. Now it could just be the kabuki brush that I used. Maybe it kind of sucked it up a little bit, but honestly, I just feel like this is more skin-like and luminous, whereas this side it's still very skin-like and it still shines, like it has that luminosity, but I feel like this side is less coverage. I'm gonna go in on this side and fix that up, and I'm gonna go ahead and put on my concealer so we can talk about the powder. This one is $36. You get 0.9 ounces. It does look pretty big. It's not that heavy, it's very light, but it does look like you get a lot of product. This comes in 5 shades. This is the banana one. This powder specifically does give a very smooth look to the skin. It feels good on the skin. It's a very lightweight powder. Now I will say it's not as smooth as like the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder, I think it's called. It's not quite as smooth as that one, but it is very, very finely milled. It's very soft and it feels good, and it gives the skin a nice smoothed out blurred look. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and then we could come back so you guys can see what everything looks like pulled together. Alright guys, this is the face that we're gonna be rocking today. I did use like the new Kaleidos, which one is this? The Futurism 4 VR Neon palette. So I do have a video of these 2 coming up, and this look will be a part of that. So if you are interested in that, just stay tuned for that video. But yeah, so in the meantime, everything else on my face will be listed in the description below. And yeah, so now it is 1:07. So far everything looks really good. As you can see, the banana powder does really brighten under the eye. In the times that I have worn this foundation, I always get like a slight amount of creasing, but it's nothing crazy. Lately I have been going with about 1 layer of foundation. I haven't really been pushing it too much, just because 1 layer has been really comfortable for me. I do try, like, you know, to layer it just to see if it is layerable, and like I said, to me this foundation is layerable, but the more you put on, the more you're gonna feel it. I did not put a primer on today. I just went ahead with my regular moisturizer, which is the Belief Aqua Bomb moisturizer, just because my skin has been super dry lately and I feel like I'm about to have another eczema breakout. So to prevent, you know, it being as bad as it could be, I like to like overtly moisturize. But again, I always let my moisturizer settle in before I do any kind of makeup or anything. Keep in mind that this is a luminous foundation, so you're going to have shine. You can mattify it. Today I did not go in with the setting powder because I want my skin to be luminous. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and I will see you guys in the next clip. Alright Alright guys, I am back and this is what my face is looking like, at least as much of it as you can see. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize. I did have to take my contacts out. They were really bugging me today. So you guys get to see me in my glasses for the first time. So it is now 9:10. I don't remember if we stopped at 1 or 1:30, but it's around about 8 hours. I do have a little bit of oils coming through, but I mean everything else still looks really good. It's still very lightweight, comfortable. I don't like feel this. If I look up close, I can see a little bit of my pores coming through, but I'm not like mad at the way that my actual skin looks. Like I still feel like I could go out in this and still feel comfortable. It does say it's a water resistant liquid foundation that creates a luminous natural finish and is long wearing even without setting powder. You guys know, like today I did not set this and it doesn't look bad. Again, because I have dry skin, I don't mind this. Now if you are somebody that maybe has a little bit more oily skin, I would be a little bit cautious of this. I think the Dose of Colors foundation might be a better option if you do have oily skin, because it still gives you a very fresh, clean look. It is a more fuller coverage foundation, but you don't have to worry about your oils. One thing I will say, I did read a lot of reviews and saw a lot of online reviews as well saying that the foundation does have some weird undertones. I didn't have a problem selecting my shades. Like I said before, I did get 2 different ones and you know I can get away with either one. However, I still recommend going in store if you can. I believe Ulta carries it in store and Sephora does as well if I'm not mistaken, and I would just go ahead and swatch them and see which one would work the best for you. Also, usually if I go in store and swatch something, just to let you guys know how I do it, I usually swatch it on my hand or on my arm and kind of let it dry down a little bit, walk around and see, you know, if it's gonna be sticky, if it's gonna be tacky, if it'll dry down completely, that sort of thing. And then once it dries down, take a walk outside in natural daylight to make sure it actually works for your skin tone, because sometimes the lighting in certain stores just, it makes it look right when it really isn't, that kind of thing. All right, now as far as the actual powder goes, I mean, I didn't crease today. I have used this on a few different occasions where I did crease. I feel like it's a basic powder. I don't think it's a necessity, but it isn't a horrible powder. Now I am gonna take the powder just to re-blot really quick. All right, so now that I've sort of sucked up all the oils, I did go in a little heavy-handed. I had to kind of brush it everywhere, but you guys can see, like, you can definitely use this powder to mattify, especially in your T-zone if you need to, and it doesn't feel any heavier, and it still transfers a little bit. But still, if you are more of an oily skin type and want to try to kind of mattify it down a little bit, then maybe the powder will work for you a little bit better. I do think it mattified without making my skin look dry or sticking to any of my texture or anything like that, so that's really good. This is one of those foundations I do believe is definitely geared more towards people with dry skin. It's a good one because it's not overtly oily, nor is it like too luminous. Like, it's a nice balance. That about does it for me, guys. Hopefully this video made sense. Hopefully it was helpful. If so, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video if the mood suits you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.